Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over the cryptocurrency market, but I'm also going to go over, I have the Dow Jones here, guys. And one of the reasons why I have Dow Jones right here, taking a look at this is that, in my opinion, made a video, I don't know, a week or two ago about the Dow Jones and the pattern that it's in. I still believe that Dow Jones is in that pattern and it's finishing up a second wave correction. It's going to go up. And you see this leg right here, this 1-to-1 is right there at that trend that's probably going to come down and touch, guys, right off of there that it broke that. Okay, went up and broke that. Are there some alternative views? There could be. You could say this is ABC and it's going to be impulsing down. The evidence against that, though, is that this cycle here went up into its fifth wave there, okay, from there. And then it's coming down here and it's correcting the whole cycle over here, guys. So I can't go with this is going to be impulsing down based off the data that I'm looking at. It's, I would be forcing that because I'm going to go, okay, well, the Fed's going to keep increasing interest rates or raising rates more, or there's some banking contagion or something like that. So until the meantime, until it starts breaking below here, I'm going with what's the most reasonable count. And if you take a look at this structure, this is to me, you have a three-way move here, you got a three-way move here, and you're gonna have another three-way move right here. And you're gonna have a W, X, and a Y, okay, to correct this leg that it's doing over here. And I've showed before that that's similar to what it did right here. Okay, went by a little bit faster because everything was more bullish, more liquidity in the markets. But right now, that's the what I'm thinking is going on here. It took a lot more time. And then this is it's wave one, potentially, or A, and it's come down for a B and it's going up for a C. So the markets are, if the Dow is going to be going up, more than likely the rest of the markets at some point are going to be going up too. So this is in just some odd, not odd, I guess not odd for the Dow Jones Industrial, but it's in a second wave correction, guys. The data down here is telling me that. So I did say 31. You could see Dow Jones at 31.8. What that means is the S&P, SPX, S&P 500, SPY, whatever you pay attention to, the NASDAQ, et cetera, they probably have a lot, quite some more downside to come. The other thing is interesting too that I want to make you aware of are the 2-year notes are dropping like a rock, guys. They actually didn't even come near my target. And if they're finished, this could be a signal that the Fed is probably going to stop raising rates when they, like I think 3 more months up into June. That could be that signal, what it's telling us right there too. And the 10 years are, I think, peaked right here. And this has been a corrective cycle of this wave, and then the 10 years are going to keep going down. So there's a lot of mixed signals in the market right now because the 10 years are dropping pretty good. The 2 years are dropping really good. And you have the DXY dropping right now, okay? But you have the indices dropping too, okay? So, and then also Bitcoin on top of that. This is a Bitcoin channel. So as a result of those indices are going to be doing that correction, Bitcoin will be in its correction too. So what I'm looking at, or what I'm understanding this all to be, is, in my opinion, is other people are fearful of other people being fearful. Okay. And most people, I don't want to say most people, but a lot of people right now are selling off because they're afraid of the crash. And it just doesn't make sense with Bitcoin. Here I have Bitcoin on a logarithmic chart. Matter of fact, I want to go to a clean chart, guys. To me, this makes no sense with Bitcoin on the bearish theory, because this is actually extremely bearish, guys. This is very bearish. This wave that it did, let me go to a weekly chart and I'll show you guys. I've gone over this before, that if you take a look at this on linear, it makes no sense for Bitcoin to have that shallow of a correction. Or a connector wave, which would be connecting this 3-wave move right here. Okay, so this 3-wave move, and this is a connector. So the bears are saying this 3-wave move needs to be done again over here, bringing it down to, it could be 3,000. Okay, so a more, like I've said before, more realistic target for a connector would be up into these areas, 39, 30 to 40, maybe even higher on that connector wave. And then I would be more of the belief, okay, yeah, I could swing back down and come break those lows right there. But this is extremely bearish for Bitcoin. If you think that that's the connector, and that's it, this is just my take on it. It's going way farther down than 10,000, a lot farther down than that. If you think that, I don't think so. I don't think so. The reason I say that is because I'm looking at assets like Binance Coin. I'll put Binance Coin on logarithmic for you guys, okay? And just looking at the overall picture on the weekly is with Binance Coin is you clearly have a third wave here, and it's in the process, in my opinion, of getting this fifth wave done. And this mess in here is caused by the uncertainty in the market and everybody being scared. But if you take a dive into Binance Coin, right? Binance Coin right here. I know there's some possible issues going on with BSU, their stable coin, and whoever going after them and all that other stuff. I'm just going off the charts, guys, what the charts are telling me, okay? So clearly here you got an impulsive move up. Let me make sure on the 12-hour I got a little bit of not much divergence in that move, is there? Take a look at that. Not too much divergence in that move, which is definitely a concern with Binance. But if it had a bottom here, went up into a wave, corrected it in a three wave like this, and here's definitely is another impulse right here with obvious divergence, and it's correcting it. So just looking at the data, in my opinion, Binance Coin could be, while all this was going on and everybody was scared and terrified, Binance was making 1-2s in the meantime. So, and that very well could be a possibility, guys. And personally, I'm not going to miss these moves. Okay, I'm willing to take the risk. So if I was I'm not in Binance, but just as an example of Binance, I would be willing to risk, let's say Binance gets down to 255 or even 244, right? We got more downside. So I would be willing to risk, 15%. Let's just say 15% for this move over here, guys. Okay. I don't have it exactly right, but it'd be something like this, right? To come up to complete that fifth wave. And you have the DXY somewhere going up to finish its pattern where it's at 104, 105, 106, or 107, right? In the meantime, this finishes its correction. You have the S&P 500 keep dumping and going into a correction, right? And it finishes correction. Maybe it starts to go up. NASDAQ, same thing. It finishes correction. It goes up, right? And maybe it's just going to be a process of, hey, it's got to take more time. And then it starts noticing, like the markets are noticing in the future, because they kind of foresee what is going to be going on in the future, that this could start ripping off sometime, like say in the summer, it starts getting into these waves. Okay. So the situation that how I'm looking at this and this whole structure that's going on with, I'm using Binance as an example because it has more clarity to me than like say Bitcoin, even, Ethereum's kind of the same way. Ethereum kind of did the same thing, but this is just a little bit more clear because you definitely can see there's impulsive move here of a sort and a corrective move here, and you have an impulsive move here and you have a corrective move here. And can I turn this into a bearish sequence? You could say this is A, B, and then if this was a C, it should shoot out a lot higher, in my opinion, and then correct that way. You could, but in the meantime, I'm looking at this as 1, 2, 1, 2. And then the other thing is too, this could take more time, guys. Think about this, right? 1, it goes up for a smaller 1 and then back down for another 2. And imagine that. Let's say it cuts down here and this is March 10th and it goes back up. Now we're in, let's say, I'm using as a hypothetical example. Let's say it goes back up, and now we're in, the third week of April, and then goes into another drawn out correction, and everybody's panicking. What's going on? What's going on? And it's back over here. And now this is a little 1-2 of this third wave. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see in this area how this could be building up and probably going to take some people off guard. So that's how I'm looking at that. And the reason these can be tricky is I'll show you an example of this just to give you guys an idea where people can get bearish and caught off guard and moves like that. I'm going to go to the polka dot. I was right over here, guys, over on polka dot. Now, this is a bad example. I don't want you to consider that polka dot was fairly new. It was more bullish at this time frame. Just take this whole section of polka dot right here and pretend like we are in the in current times right now. Okay. So like that, think of it like that. So we're in this area right here, more or less. Okay. And it goes up, or it's whatever asset you're thinking of. It goes up. You're in VRA, you're in UFO gaming, you're in Gala. Here it is. What is it doing? When's it going to go? We're going to, we're losing everything and it's all going to zero type stuff. And you suss this out and you're looking at this, you're like, is that bearish? Is it bullish? Well, you started getting higher highs right here, right? And higher lows, but not over here. Broke it. Was that 1-2 or was that AB? What's going on? It's the same thing over here with Binance Coin that I'm looking at that, guys. And I think Binance Coin is a good example because this is a coin that has been beaten down, in the media more than probably anything, and it's done just fine. So far, so good. And that's how I'm reading the market, guys. And I'm not saying once it's done with this too, you have to think about it like this too, guys. Okay. You're going to have patience because this Fed stuff, interest rates, Powell getting on the TVs and talking hawkish, we're going to bring inflation down to 2%, and going on and on and on. That's just going to scare more people out of the market consistently, probably. And maybe if you see green candles, they'll jump back in, and then they get scared and they jump back out. And that's why you're having this mess in here, guys. Oh, wow, it's bullish. Wait a second. They're still raising rates. Oh, crash, Oh, wow, maybe they are going to stop raising rates or something like that. Oh, they're not going to stop raising rates. Here's a crash, and then it's going to be the same thing over here, probably, guys. I mean, could it rip out of there into that 3 of 3? It very well could. But then it's, oh, look, we're bullish again. I don't know, raising the rates or something like that, or some other bank fails. And then finally it just decides to get out of there. And now you're over in May or June of 2023. That's kind of how I'm looking at it, guys. Also with the indices too. And as a result, if Binance is going to make that move, probably Bitcoin, Bitcoin will be making a move, and also with Ethereum and some other altcoins along the way, guys. So I just want to put that together. I'm still picking up some Gala. I picked up Gala at 0.031, whatever it dropped down to. I don't think it hit that two. Yeah, it was 0.030. And I decided to snatch, these are just small amounts that I plan on holding. Spot positions, no leverage. I'm kind of just taking it easy on leverage, picking up a little bit of it in the VRA area, guys, right there a little bit. Some guys on Twitter told me they're picking up UFO gaming, and UFO gaming is, it's making a nice second wave correction, in my opinion, guys. That's pretty obvious what's going on there. You got an obvious impulse move up, and you got a nice 3-wave move back down, and it just barely missed it hit the top of my box. And now it's probably a really good entry to get in there. I already picked up some in here, and I'll go all through here and stuff. So I'm good with my bag on that. So I'm just waiting. And if you think about that too, look at Binance Coin. Binance Coin, I said it was in a 1-2. Here's UFO gaming. It's in a 1-2. And then is it going to do another smaller one? Get people confused again, do another 1-2, goes up just a little bit to here and back down again. And then it's just making 1-2s, 1-2s, 1-2s all along the way. And what those 1-2s are, they can happen to the bearish side and also to the bullish side. It's the bulls and the bears fighting. That's what they're doing. They go up, bears or bulls, and then bears fighting. So bull, bear, bull, bear, bull, bear. And then one time, because making 1-2s, 1-2s, 1-2s like this, bull, bear, goes up a little bit more, bullish, and then, bearish. Goes up a little bit more again, bullish, and then bearish, and then finally gets out of there is what happens with that, guys. So that's how I'm looking at it. I'm not, the reason I'm bullish, I think the main reason that it is because what I see with the Dow Jones Industrial guys. I think this is a washout, like a washout wave 2. That's what I think that this is. The signals are pointing to that. Look at the 2 years. They're down 5%. The 10 years are down over 5%. And then the DXY is dropping. It's almost down to 103, guys. And then you have all the indices just dropping like a rock still. So in my opinion, guys, the signals are pointing more towards a washout wave 2, and it's going to finish a correction. This signal here for the S&P 500, it's probably correcting this whole cycle right here. I don't know if it's just this one. It might not be. It might be the whole cycle. So it actually could come back down to down to 38.05, and even lower, as long as it doesn't break that low. But if you think about this reasonably, guys, I mean, like the S&P is still like 10% from the low. And then you see this RSI and the daily has already taken that out right there. That is hidden bullish divergence. But that's to say, it could come down. That could be a 3-wave swing back down to these areas, guys. So I'm good with it. I think this is just needs to get itself sussed out, and all the contagions going on with the banking, with some of the banks right now, and the fallout of Silvergate and things like that. It's all happening. That's usually what happens during wave 2s, guys. So if you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.